In my last video, I talked about the lack of progress in Monett. And when I first came back here 5 years ago, I saw an indoor Olympic-sized swimming pool. And then I went up to the high school and saw the Scott Technology Center, where they teach job skills to all ages. Then I went over and saw the Performing Arts Center, which is big enough so professional artists can perform there. There are things like this that are unique to Monett in a small town in southwest Missouri. And I think that's what progress looks like. Now, much of the progress was fueled by Jack Henry, but we neglected our manufacturing sector, which has been the backbone of our economy since the 1950s. Right now, there's over 400 jobs that remain unfilled. The last census, the population of Monett was around 10,000. The daytime population is 20,000, which means that most of the people that work in Monett don't live in Monett. Business leaders tell me the reason they can't fill these jobs is because there's no place for the workers to live. You can't have progress if you don't have adequate housing for all ages and incomes. If you're just out of high school or college, young families, growing families, you have to have that housing to progress. As mayor, this will be my #1 priority. Now, nearly as important to me is the revitalization of downtown. And 6 years ago, if you went over to downtown Neosho, you would find little or nothing there. And now it's thriving. It's got restaurants. It's got a brewery. It's got some small specialty shops that you can't find anywhere else. There's no reason we can't do that here in Monett. Yes, we do have a flooding problem, but there's no reason we can't build and continue to chip away at the flooding. Now, what concerns me the most in all of this is that we have someone on the city council recently said that they wish they could just get rid of downtown. Now, I don't know of anyone else that feels like that. It's time for a change. Remember, that person is still on the city council and is running for re-election. The third reason I'm running for mayor is to fix City Hall. I've been in many organizations, both in the military and the civilian world, and I got to tell you, this one is the most dysfunctional. Now, I'm not talking about the frontline workers and their supervisors. They are very good. And there's some good people at City Hall. The problem is leadership. Now, I'm used to solving complex problems, both as a submarine commander and as a lead planner on a 3-quarter and headquarters staff, and as an operations manager in a manufacturing plant down in Corsicana, Texas. Now, while I was there, we doubled the size of the plant. I am used to leading change. I can do it here in Monett. It's not going to be easy, but it's very doable. Now, I'm in an uphill battle against an entrenched mayor who's been on the city council for 16 years. He has a small and very loyal following. And they always vote. It's up to the rest of us to make the needed change. Election day is on the 2nd of April. Register and vote. And we can decide whether we're going to stand still or follow the path of progress. Thanks for listening. See you next week.